I wish I could pop up right now.
That didn't take long to explode that.
No, these aren't even worth too thick.
My hands aren't really warm either. It's a lot better than I've had the fingers.
Oh yeah. Forgot to bring the wind stoppers shoes. You have those?
Yeah.
They look pretty good.
Oh, sorry. I got the booties. I don't have that.
Well, the booties are better. You know, if it's cold enough that your feet are freezing, you should just put the whole thing on. It's not a big group today.
Yeah, it's grown considerably.
I think they're going away.
I'd give it a great job, but I can
Sometimes we pick up a lot of people going through though.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
This is my second time on this ride. Where do we turn left? Turn left right into the okay. I see. Stop sign. I know that. Yeah. That sounds familiar. Are you doing the 60 mile?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I started doing this ride, just one of the longer ones around here. Was that him that let everybody out there? Kareem does that on Saturday, doesn't he? I think he does. was it? Was it good?
It was nice, except I got too fast.
Oh, did they stop for you?
Yeah, we stopped there. First flight, of course,
The second time in the bar. It wasn't the same car, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
I've been having a lot of flights that I got video
Yeah.
I looked through the tire and I couldn't find anything poking through it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. It's funny, I can go months without getting a fly, and then I'll get a whole bunch in a row. Yeah. I think usually when the roads get wet, that's when it starts happening. And rain, sometimes there's a lot of junk gets on the road.
I flatted both tires.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah, I never bring two tubes. I just figure it doesn't happen, but it oftentimes does.
that looks like I found out those little fuel and stick patches are pretty good.
Yeah, if you follow direction. If you just slap them on, they don't seem to do much. You gotta sand it. Yeah. Not really a good, roadside kind of thing, unless you're good at it. It takes me forever. Yeah. Are you from Maryland?
Yeah, I live right up here.
Nice.
This area?
Well, I moved here about a year ago to downtown Silver Spring from California. So it's been quite a change. You guys have much colder winters than we did.
Where are you from?
San Francisco.
You know for sure.
This is the dead of winter in San Francisco. This is January. 50 degrees. Over here it gets much colder. Ooh. Yeah, I've come out on rides last summer with like 4 or 5 layers. Thin ones, but nonetheless. So what's your name?
Oh, Gary.
Gary, I'm calling. Nice to meet you.
Colin?
Yeah. So you grew up here, huh?
I did, yeah.
In Wheaton?
Yeah. It's a nice area. I've seen a lot of change.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
How's it changed?
All those small buildings in Silver Spring.
Yeah.
Last 20 years. All the small buildings in Wheaton, all those market buildings.
Yeah. They're still building them, too. They're building quite a few right now. Yeah.
Old residential houses from the 50s. Wherever they can, they just get all those little townhouses.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of townhouses. In terms of living in them. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I like my privacy. I like to have a backyard. And stuff.
That's a good garden.
Yeah. I'm living in an apartment now. That's what I prefer. It's a nice big backyard. My parents have one in Burtonsville. And it's a big garden. It's fun, you know? What kind of food do you grow?
Basic staples like those green peppers.
Those grow really well.
You got a good little crop this year. A lot of tomatoes.
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, those do well. I haven't tried that yet.
I started doing that the last 3 or 4 years.
We grew, we tried to grow some melon and it didn't really work out. Like watermelon and pumpkins work well.
I got a real nice size of it.
Nice. Yeah, the watermelon would get to be about the size of an apple, and then the stem would die. But it would be red inside. It would be edible.
Yeah.
It was good. It's just not very much.
2005 BMW. I got lima beans this year too.
And they did well.
They've done pretty good, yeah.
We grew Tabasco peppers, those little ones that are like this long.
Yeah.
And hundreds of them per plant, just all over the place. But they're too hot to eat. I mean, fresh peppers are just so hot. You know?
I did habaneros one year, and I got the same kind of thing. These big bushes, and then just loaded with peppers. I remember a friend of mine, and they were so darn hot, he couldn't eat most
Yeah,
of them.
exactly. Could not eat them. Even my father-in-law, who loves hot food, comes to Tabasco and everything, he couldn't stand them.
Something about that was fresh.
Yeah, they're way too hot. It's one of those things where it's better if it's aged. So how long have you been riding?
Oh, gosh. I've been riding down that Beach Drive. Probably for the last, say, about 40 years.
Nice. Have you noticed the bicycle community grow?
Yeah. When I was growing up, it wasn't anything like it is today. More numerous, much more.
Did you notice it really blow up, like with maybe Greg LeMond in the Tour de France or Lance or something?
I don't know. Let's see when it happened.
Just maybe a gradual thing, huh?
At least in the mid-'80s.
So yeah, Greg LeMond time. I'm sure he brought a lot of American sport. There's also the 7-Eleven team as well. Yeah. We're talking about when cycling became a little more popular over here. Or when it became more popular. It helps to have some heroes to look up to. I think the Lance Armstrong generation is going to be a little jaded.
Yeah. That's a shame about it.
Yeah, and especially the younger kids that are getting into it. I never saw like young kids on road bikes until recently.
You gotta get up behind those video games.
Yeah,
So,
I love things like the team they have, Rock Creek Velo. I think that's awesome.
there's a couple of groups that ride that in the park.
Yeah.
And I used to ride that. They called it, you know the Goon Ride, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do it.
Yeah, that used to be a Tony Peddler's ride back in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
That's how it got started.
And you did that one?
I did that one, yeah.
Nice. Do you have any crashes on that ride?
Yes. I remember one really memorable one. We were just south of the ranger station.
Right. Leading up to the hill.
Going down. And snake line about 30 or 40 feet. Someone in the truck went down and started shooting.
Oh no. And it's fast over there too. They can have like 30 miles an hour.
We're doing better than 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. It's slightly downhill, so you can really go. Ouch. You get hurt?
No, I was pretty lucky. I just saw the cyclist falling like dominoes or something.
Standing on the brakes.
I knew I was going to fall. I just kind of looked up at the position right here.
Yeah.
Instead of falling in the pavement, I jumped the curb and landed in the dirt.
Oh wow. love that ride, but it does seem dangerous sometimes. I don't like how they go through the stop sign, so I mean, it's one thing if you're rolling through and there's no one around, but they do it even when there's cars.
It wasn't as much as quite as crazy as that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fast, especially when the professionals shows up every once in a while. I can't believe those guys. There's this guy, Nick something. I don't know if you know him, but he grew up around here. And he went to Colorado, and he came back recently just to visit. And I couldn't believe how fast he was. Because the goon ride's fast, but he just went off by himself like nothing. Yeah.
That ride,
There's some Cat 1s that do that ride regularly. But I think this guy, Nick, is going to go to Europe. He's really good. I think that's his goal, yeah. And he should. I mean, when I saw him climb up the Mormon Hill, I thought at first that it was somebody else that we were catching up to, like not part of our group, because he was so far ahead of him. Some people just have the heart and lungs of an elephant, you know?
I think there's part of it's training and part of it's genetics.
Yeah.
Probably most of it's training, but genetics starts to get.
Oh, it is. I got this guy back in California cycling because he just seemed like a high energy guy, you know? He talked fast, he's always fidgety. And like within a month he was faster than me. I've been training for years and he just starts in a month and he's like already zoomed. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the few times I got convinced to go do some pulls, I get dropped soon after.
Yeah. It's easy to wear yourself out.
Yep. I feel like sometimes they attack too. If they see you up there and they don't recognize you, they go. Not a smooth pull through, but just jarred up ahead. So I know I'm in trouble.
You do that ride regularly.
Oh yeah. No, I've already noticed that it's had an improvement.
And I could tell when I did that, when I do that ride regularly, I get a lot stronger.
Oh yeah. I got dropped it when I first started doing it, like every time.
I did too.
I can stick with them. I think part of it's knowing the course too, knowing when to swing yourself. Yeah. I mean, all of them know the spots, and they're using it to their advantage. So you got to too, you know. Got to stay up to those hills. Yeah. I don't know where they are yet.
On the two that I find the most challenging. One going out, beyond miles long. Going back, one longer.
Yeah.
Going back on the
River, yeah.
long enough, I can't do it.
Yeah, luckily climbing is kind of my thing. It's more sprinting. I can't get that down. I think that's another genetic thing. You got to have a lot of the right kind of muscle and right body type.
Yeah, I think I was a little bit better at sprinting than I was at climbing. Climbing seemed to be the most trouble.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky that I'm light. I think I'm lighter than most guys, so I think that's my key ingredient.
Light definitely helps.
It's nice because most other sports, it's not a benefit. But this is one of the few where it does help.
Very thin, the ride, the dual ride. And
Oh, yeah? Was he Spanish, or what was he? He was Asian? Yeah.
Particularly on the hill, he was so small and light.
Yeah.
I would just have to sit there and watch him pull away from me.
Yeah. And that's like, it's just like the Tour de France. It's the little Colombian guys that are the fastest up the hills.
You got that lightweight advantage, you're strong.
Yeah. You can't just be light, you gotta be strong too. But being light is the first ingredient there.
He was strong.
Have you been watching the Tour de France?
I watched a little bit this year.
Yeah. No, I haven't watched as much as I used to. Like all the doping kind of scared me away from it. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can understand why they do it too. I mean, that's their job. You know? The guy next to you is doing something at your job, it helps, and you're not. That doesn't make sense, you know? Oh, yeah. I mean, I think there's a huge pay gap, too, between the riders that just help out and the team leaders. I think the healthy riders can get paid as little as $20,000 a year. And some of the guys who are winning, of course, are getting millions. Yeah. It's almost like the 200 riders or so is just a little corporation, you know? CEO at the top and then janitor at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Cat 4 now. I'm going to try to move up to Cat 1 as my goal the next couple of years, you know, before I have kids. So I figure once that happens, I'm not going to be able to speed more probably. Yeah. Do you have kids? Do you have time for this? Yeah. I started about 5-6 years ago. I started with mountain biking, and then I had some bad accidents, and I decided to do this instead. I don't think the road accidents are better. It's just they're fewer, you know. You crash a lot when you're mountain biking if you're going fast. You know. Oh wow, yeah. The newest ones where they're going downhill in the obstacle courses are insane. I don't know if you've ever seen a Red Bull competition. It's pretty crazy. They have all these wild things they set up, you know?
doesn't really want to do that.
How old's your nephew?
Probably about 30.
Okay, so I was gonna say, if he was 20 years old, don't do it with it, because he's probably gonna kill you. He's gonna keep going off the cliffs and doing all the crazy stuff.
He's not a crash on that.
Yeah. That's good. It's a dangerous sport.
We got my sister to do it a few times. She had a couple of crashes. For her, major. You and I don't know.
Yeah.
That bad. She gets a good road rash now.
Yeah.
She gave it up. She's right now just on the toe pack and it now.
Yeah, I compressed the disc in my back with an accident for that one. Went over the handlebar and tried to land on my shoulder. Almost a full somersault. Oh man, it knocked the air out of me so bad I thought I was gonna die. You know the gasping you do when you get the air knocked out of you? Ugh.
Colin?
Hey, how are you, buddy? Good to see you.
Good. So you enjoying
Oh yeah,
these long rides?
I'm a regular now. This is my second time. I'm already a regular.
So you doing Poolsville?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like the different pace and the longer
This
distance?
is good. I like that we're
This is
nice
different.
and easy, and then we a little faster on the way back at home.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then pretty soon you'll be doing Sugarloaf with Kareem.
Yeah. I gotta find like a whole Saturday for that. What time does he get back? Like what's up 2 or so?
No, it's not that bad. It'll be 1 o'clock maybe.
Yeah.
You'll really enjoy it. He knows all the roads. He usually does. He varies the route a little bit, but it's a great ride.
I'll definitely do it at some point if I can find the time.
But what's nice about this, you'll be home before noon. You've already done your metric century.
Yeah, and then I've got lots of plans with my wife, so gotta hurry home.
Yeah. Yep. Tell her, honey, enjoy being a biker.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah. I believe it. I mean, 80 miles. A lot. And some of it's fine, right? Okay, so that's not too bad, but it is a climb. There's really not that many mountains in Maryland, at least the southern part. Yeah. Yeah, there's a mountain range over there. It's about an hour drive, you think? Yeah. I've never been over there, but I've been planning to. Yeah, I'd like to ride it. I don't know how friendly the Virginians are to cyclists. Yeah. Well, I meant the cars. I'm sure the other cyclists are fine.
Oh, they get back in the backwards.
Yeah. I don't know, back in California, the cities and the towns were familiar with cyclists. But when I would go riding in the country, that's when they would throw things at me and buzz me and do that kind of stuff. I think it was because they knew they could get away with it. They just weren't as used to having bikes on the road.
The idea of sharing their roads and bicycles.
Exactly. I think all it takes is time, getting used to it. If you grow up seeing bicyclists on the road, you're not going to think much of it, Yeah. Yeah, I think it will be. Yeah, I'd say the only challenge is the video games, like you said.
can't get him, he's just going to ball.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you have to have the right experiences when you're first starting too, you know? A couple of bad experiences at first and you won't keep doing it. I think it's a lot more painful when you're first starting, you know? Your muscles aren't used to it, your breathing's not used to it. It's a lot less enjoyable. Yeah. I think it takes like a parent or a close friend to get someone to get over that hump, you know?
I don't know how I got started, but neither of my parents did anything in athletics.
Do you bike all through when you were a teenager and everything, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I used to start. I would go down to Beach Drive and ride it. Really, they see I ride the bike path.
Yeah.
That was a big deal then. I was not riding for a high-tech bike.
Yeah.
All the originals were flat wheels. Heavy bike wasn't that.
I still remember my first really long rides. I was really proud of myself. It was just going 40 miles or whatever.
I noticed it. I don't know how hard I ride it. You have to bike and computer in.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. It makes a difference. Those things. Yeah. Oh my god, a heavy bike feels awful. I wouldn't want to get into biking if it was all heavy bikes. I actually got a tandem for my wife and I, and it weighs 60 pounds. The thing is a beast. It was a cheaper one, so it's steel, you know? And I tell you, when we're going uphill, I'm like, I might as well get off and push. You know, we're in the tiniest gear, just skidding at 2 miles an hour. But it's fun. I think they can get really light. I mean, they have some models that are pure carbon fiber. They probably weigh 20 pounds. But they're, you know, $10,000. So. Is that a steel?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. That's good. Lasts forever. Did you get it repainted or something, or is that the original paint? Wow. I guess you've never crashed it.
Actually, I have. There's one scar on the other side of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where most of the damage comes from. You know, you're right. This groove did get a lot bigger.
Jump on.
good to go?
Okay.
This is kind of pushing it. Yeah. It's like red right where we went. It's getting a little warmer now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't know, but I've got so many warm clothes on, I almost prefer we don't.
It's one of those days, didn't know exactly what to wear. I just...
It's going to take a while for me to memorize this route. There's so many turns. I don't know any of these roads either.
Take a right down here at the next traffic light. And sometimes that's where the pace picks up a little bit.
Ah, okay.
push me back there? Someone gave me a push.
Up the hill?
Yeah, I didn't catch the voice. What software do you use for editing videos?
Have you seen my videos? The gauges come from a program called Dashware. One word. And it's like $50. And you take your Garmin data and you put it in there, and it automatically will put it on the gauges, and you just have to sync it up with the video.
Okay. In the video, you just GoPro software?
To edit the actual video, I use Format Factory because it's really fast. And sometimes I use the Windows Movie Maker kind of thing. I don't know, do you have Windows?
I do.
Yeah, they have their own little program that I use sometimes, but it's not that good.
Okay. What about the GoPro software? Is it?
I've never used the GoPro software, so I don't know if it's good.
Yeah, your videos are fun.
Yeah,
They're
thank you.
obviously popular.
Yeah, I mean, they've grown over time. Started a long time ago. Yeah, I'd recommend it. If you are going to get a camera, I would get a GoPro though.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing it.
They have a wider angle than the other cameras.
Okay.
Like the contour, it's more narrow. And it's just, you know, when you're like this far behind someone, you need to be able to see wide. Otherwise, you're just going to get the back of the guy's jersey in front of you.
Look at the floor plan.
I know I should eat right now, but I'm just not hungry. How far is it till we reach that cafe?
I think for me, it's 30 miles.
30 miles?
Yeah.
We've done 13.
I usually do the short route. Today I'm doing the short route. Back on River Road. It's a 40 mile loop.
So I don't know.
Fine. I have too many things I gotta do.
Yeah. No, I gotta get back too. But I'm gonna do 60 mile today. That's why I like this ride. It's one of the longer ones out there.
Nice ride. Nice group of people.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a popular ride. I've only done it twice, but a lot of people.
Yeah.
You do it every week?
I try, but I normally do the 40 mile. Unless I don't have much to do, then I'll do the whole.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to give up half a Saturday.
That's the issue for me. Have you tried the 10 a.m. ride?
Yeah, I like that one. It's just it's kind of late in the day, but it's a nice ride. It's fast, huh?
I get dropped.
You know, I managed to stick on last time, but they kind of went easy on us. You know that team, Harley Davidson. Those guys are always in the front, controlling the pace. They took it easy on us last time. It was okay.
Yeah, on Edgeworthy, I just poop out. Takes the last mile.
It's hard ride. Lots of climbing on that one. Have you done the 7 a.m. one too? That one's really tough.
It doesn't do this route, does it?
No. Have you ever done the bicycle place ride? It does something similar to that ride. But they do Brickyard, which is a street that's over by yeah. And they do a couple other little things to just add a bunch of climbing. I got dropped on that ride. Those guys are ridiculous. Did they push you all the way up? Or is this a quick
joking? I think they were. I wanted to make sure I wasn't cutting them off.
Yeah.
Someone had white on their jersey.
Was it a harsh push?
No.
Maybe it was just to let you know they were there. Sometimes people do that.
Probably wanted to apologize.
This is really a rough bunch. Everyone here's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's not the goon ride, you know? Oh man, now it's cold again. With who? Yeah, it was. Yeah. The gates were closed. Yeah.
Yeah, and it like the road was covered with leaves, right?
It was. Yeah. It was. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, it must have been the worst we got because that was right before the shutdown ended.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was actually. Now you remind me. It was funny because when we were going up the Ross Hill, the leaves were so bad that there was like a cut. There was like a path where the bikes were taking the same path, and we all just went single file because the leaves were so piled high. You didn't know what was underneath it. It would be a rock or whatever. Yeah, that was pretty funny. We kind of went single file up that hill. It was a weird ride. When I was going out to meet them, they passed me coming the other way, and I couldn't turn around because there was cars passing me. So I ended up chasing them for like 10 minutes, and I worked with this other guy. Yeah. Well, I went all out for like 10 minutes with this other guy, and then we caught them at 410, which was amazing. And they had been waiting at the light, and the light just turned green right when I got up to them. I just stayed behind them the whole ride. If I had to record it for that. Yeah. No, I do too. Yeah, I do too. But I was just especially like, like this the whole time trying to be myself. 2 years. Yeah, start training. Yeah, studying biology right now. It's good. It's a lot of work. I'm at Montgomery College. They have a 2-year nursing program. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, she was. In Miami, she was doing a lot of older people, huh?
Yeah, although there's some inner city type problems there too. Yeah, definitely a job problem.
Was she emergency room or what was it?
I know she had to deal with some of those,
Is she still doing it? Did she enjoy doing it? Yeah. Yeah. Was she doing the 12-hour shifts?
I think so.
Yeah.
Definitely 3 hours.
What about you? What do you do?
I do computer consulting. Just this contract, so it's really
You are?
yeah.
Oh, wow. You got full mode there.
Actually, I didn't follow it.
Oh, you were essentially...
Yeah.
So what is that? Probably getting through doors and stuff? Or,
It's the biggest use is when non-users
do you actually work on the software? Oh. So you have a lot of programming experience. Yeah, that's cool. Compared to great. So your software recognizes fingerprints, right? Yeah, of course not, yeah. That is fun. How good are computers getting at recognizing faces and all that kind of stuff? Very good. Very good at it?
I mean, in perspective, a lot of what we do is to measure the error rates. A false non-match or false match.
It's crazy that the computer can like think about different angles and things like that, you know? Yeah,
People figure out a method.
that's wild. I've heard about
Iris is kind of a hot thing.
what is that?
Iris is just Iris is the area that the blue or the down of your eye.
Oh, I thought you meant it was like a program or something. Yeah, okay. The iris of the eye.
And that's what, kind of high resolution photos. You can get extremely accurate. So you want to touch anything.
Yeah,
You can do it while they're moving.
and it's completely unique, huh? To a person.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you fool it with contacts?
There are ways to create contacts where you look at something different. It's hard to actually see someone else, but it's easy to accomplish what you.
Right. Yeah, imagine it would be hard to print, like take a high resolution photo and print that onto a contact.
They can do what they can do. They have time to verify you. Shine a little light in your eye and take your pupil and dilate. Prove that it's real. And then if it's real, then that takes a little extra time.
Yeah. You can't do that at the airport, really. Yeah.
I think they can get it to No, it's Adam.
Adam. Okay. There's another guy named Jason. Kind of looks like you. Very handsome guy. I heard about a camera and a computer setup. I think they said it was in Canada, where you recognize people's faces in a crowd.
Yep.
They do that in the U.S. too.
I don't know of any like large uses. I'm real familiar with like we I'm not aware of any uses. You can definitely use it for like airport security.
Right.
Now it can't. It works with a limited set of people at a
Right.
You can't like
Identify.
you can't just like the whole population.
Right.
You have like
top 10 list.
100, maybe even 1,000 bad guys.
Right.
They could.
I guess we don't have as many cameras as like Britain does, you know. So yeah, they have cameras everywhere.
They do, and it's somehow I don't know the whole deal, but they're integrated and they're run by the police force.
Right.
Where we actually do after the fact, like after all, we got a lot of cameras. Or most of them private, the security cameras.
Right. Right. And they were awful. They were terrible quality cameras. The best photos were people's photos that they had taken after it happened.
Yeah.
I remember, Reddit.com.
Oh yeah.
I remember they were doing like a witch hunt, searching for all those things looking for what the FBI said in the description of the possible suspects. They were combing through all those photos, like a crowdsourcing effort, and they identified some people that were not the suspect, and it blew up and was on CNN and stuff. Yeah, it was some young guy too, who turned himself in, so to speak, because he was scared that his face was on the newspaper.
I'd rather be in. If you say like people picture me, I'd try to get police custody.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Plus, I think that helps your case if you want to walk in afterwards. You know?
Yeah, I police and whoever, my buddy was looking at the time.
Yeah. I say it's not very good hunting if you're screaming all the time. Cannondale. Maybe that's a cross race. I saw a Cannondale sign. I think it might be a cross race. That's so funny. Is it a bike race? Yeah, I think it's a cross race. I think they're actually coming this way.
Hey, what else? Keep on going. Let's keep on going. Keep on going, man. Otherwise you're going to be stuck here.
Yeah. 60 miles to go. Oh, shit. They're leaving right now. All right, guys, you're now in a race. Ha ha ha. There's the sun. It's gotta pop out from those clouds and we'll warm up here.
Yeah.
Or is that like a bulge on the side kind of thing? Or?
Well, they were actually on the rating part.
Wow.
They're like all these little bubbles.
That's a flat waiting to happen then.
Yeah, you got flat. Well, you hit a rock. I remember.
No, that one I'm grateful. I forget. I keep thinking I got another 45 to put back in. Not doing it.
That's why I just picked it.
Oh. That's okay. Yeah, I'm not a mechanic either. Here we go. Oh no.
I realized it. I drove down looking at a couple places. So once you change my cassette, I got a 2811.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that was one of the skills. A 105. I'll tell you, that extra step, 25 to 28. Oh, if I hadn't had that one gear,
Those hills are brutal.
that one gear.
I was in my easiest gear and my RPM was like 50 on some of those hills.
I mean, that was just climbing the whole day.
Yeah.
You're in that 28 range. So anyway, I put that on, I said, chain on it, and then I got, I didn't have my place to make shifting cable, I did yeah, I'll tell you, I'm glad I did it.
I've been so bad with that. I usually replace it when it snaps.
Once a year, I should do it.
Yeah, I really should.
This is the one that takes the easy. Well, these two.
Yeah.
The brakes, they'll last forever. But the reciprocator, they expensive.
The
my car back.
Much more critical that they work right because the brake system are not you need that accuracy.
You know, I didn't really pay much attention last time I came on this ride. It's beautiful up here. Very pretty. Really? Yeah, I really want to do it.
Probably will.
Oh yeah, he seems pretty gung-ho about it.
This week.
Have you done it before? Well, yeah, you must have. You just told me it's beautiful.
You know, if I didn't have the kids at home, I'd probably do it more often.
Right, yeah. Well, that's the same thing with me. You know, my wife has plans to go out to lunch with her parents, and I said,
but it's a great ride.
yeah.
Depending on what Korean's like a mileage now, so if you want to like find a way to squeeze out 100, he'll do it.
Yeah. You know who else is in that? Is the John, you know, Big John?
Yeah.
He offered to do some 100-mile rides with me, too.
You want to race, right? Like, John, you want to learn how to be a good racer, hang out with him.
I don't know. He's insanely strong. He'll do it. I'll ride behind him the whole time. Yeah, yeah. Well, how old is Kareem? Kareem's an older guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's in pretty good shape. For his age, he's hanging on to the goon ride, you know? There's a couple older guys doing that.
I think Kareem works somewhat close to riders, and I wish go for riders, because I know you do that.
Yeah.
Talking about it, he takes 2 hours.
Where does he work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Green weather.
They get some nice breaks, huh?
Yeah, I was like, maybe I'm not going to be able to do that. I won't get my
Yeah, my wife's parents work for, blanking on the name, but the hospital for the government, the research, what are they called? No. Yeah, there you go. NIH. And they get treated so well. I mean, they've been there forever. So. But when they started, they got this really nice retirement package where they get to have 80% of their wages after they retire, which they're about to do. No, indefinitely.
20 years after retirement?
Yeah, they get 80% for the rest of it's because, you know, they're older.
They have an okay salary,
and they have a really good salary.
Yes,
so.
They have a good salary, that's amazing.
Yeah, my father-in-law in particular, his birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks, 65th birthday. As soon as that hits, he gets to keep 80%. If I was him, I'd be like counting down the days. He's not sure he wants to retire yet. It's a transition.
I try to find some way to ease off, but I don't think many people can do that. Because you go from having,
things to do and nothing to do, yeah.
Stuff to do all the time, probably more than one, and
right.
Suddenly,
you know, it takes getting used to, and you actually have to put an effort into it, but once you get used to it, it's awesome. Yeah. It really is. I had some time off, and I kind of went crazy for a while. And then I found out that, as long as I'm kind of like adventuring all the time, going to new places, trying new things, I'm good, and I feel great. I feel like I'm living life for the first time.
Not to have to be
at
this place at this time.
Once you learn how to get out there and try new things and explore, even though it's frustrating to get lost and bad things happen. But once you do that, you realize that, work is just a huge waste of time. You only get to live once. And so, exhibition from being busy all the time to nothing, it causes anxiety. It really does.
Ideal would be like to go to part-time first, but that's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, depending on your job, it really is. Thankfully, once I become a nurse, they have things where you can work on a day-to-day basis, where you're like contracted per day or something like that. So if I ever do decide to go part-time, it won't be that difficult.
As a nurse, you get trained schedules, which allows you to maybe do some things during the day, but can you control it?
Well,
ride-friendly schedule, or
yeah, you get to pick your own days with limitations. Like you do have to work weekends half the time or something like that, and you have to work half the holidays. That's the downside. The good side is that you're only working, what is it, like 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts.
Yep.
And then the other 4 days you can schedule up whatever you want within those limitations. So I'm looking forward to it.
The weekends when I stop racing,
Yeah.
you can schedule your races.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully what I can do is like split the weekend days and like, if the race is Sunday, I can take that off and work Saturday or something, I don't know. A lot of it is working it out with your coworkers,
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, like, for the majority of my working life, I've worked in cafes and more recently a grocery store. It's the worst hours. I mean, just awful, where every week is different. Sometimes you're working till 11 o'clock at night. Other times you have to come in at 7 a.m. So that lifestyle is much worse. It takes a toll on you, that's for sure. But I can't really complain because they're giving me whatever I want scheduling-wise right now so I can go to school. Where did you go to school? Okay. I might go there to get a bachelor's in nursing in nursing, and then at some point I'd like to get a anesthesiology degree so I can be a nurse anesthesiologist. I don't know if Maryland does that.
My wife had some legal case about nurse anesthetist association or something. I don't know.
A case?
Like representing.
She's a lawyer?
She passed the bar, so she's technically a lawyer. She doesn't actually do legal work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, nurse anesthesiologist is a great job. I mean, you have limited hours because you're just dealing with surgeries, and they get paid insane. I mean, they get paid almost as well as full-on doctors.
I know when I was a kid, I had a friend who was an anesthesiologist who went to their house. I've never seen a house so nice. Comfortable thing to do.
Yeah, and he was probably a doctor, anesthesiologist, but the nurse version gets paid like $150. Yeah, damn good. For 6 years of school, I mean, you have to have, I think, a year of ICU or emergency room. So it's more like 7 years. But still, there's not many jobs you can get with 7 years of school.
Like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I don't know. I flip back and forth. I can be very detached. And then other times, you know, I'll watch a movie and I'll be like, oh my God, this is so sad. So, I have...
movie, I deal with this 4 times a day.
I have a weird mix where I can be both, and hopefully I can train myself to be more detached at work.
Yeah.
And I think I will.
Probably find the way to do it.
Yeah. It'll take time, but I'll adapt.
To do.
Yeah.
Getting emotional about it doesn't help anyone. So.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Although I'm just talking shit because I never had to do it.
No, but you're right though. That's the idea. Oh, okay. You know, it just takes time. I'd much rather take the time to adapt to being able to deal with helping people who are in pain and who are dying than to have to adapt to a job that's like morally, you know, against my morals or anything like that, you know? Like I guess recently I read something about photojournalists having alcohol problems because becoming alcoholics because they oftentimes you're at the scene of a horrible accident or some kind of disaster and they don't help. They can't help. They have to just document it, and it results in them having a lot of problems with questioning morality and all that kind of stuff. We're going right here. No kids yet. But we plan to in a couple of years. I want to get the school over with first. Yeah. Well, we also, you know, we have limited. Yeah. It's gonna be tough. Yeah. I mean, it might have to be that I work and she doesn't for a while. And I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me. I think as long as I can get a couple of rides in a week, I can be happy, you know? It is, yeah.
Either one parent is not working or you're paying childcare.
Yeah.
So the difference between the wage salary and what we pay for childcare is very little.
Is it almost equal, really? Wow.
We do make some by the fact that we...
Right. Well, you know, the kids are getting a better experience being around the mother instead of this, you know, with people who are watching 20 kids. But that's a tough job for her, you know? Being at home and raising kids is not easy. But she enjoys it, right?
Oh, my wife's still working.
Oh, she is? Oh, okay. Did she take some time off? Or?
$2,000 extra a year rather than
right.
salary.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, it's like
Did she take some time off, or?
Honestly, not very much. I think like 3 months.
Oh, okay. So wait, what's she doing if she's not a lawyer then?
She works as a policy analyst for actuarial organization.
Huh.
So, I'm a real officer.
Yeah. bad when they asked us who's doing the 32 mile, and like 3 people raised their hand.
Just like I didn't see you.
I think when I was like, oh, not me.
Hey, by the time, look, after a year of doing this ride, a couple of sugar lights,
Yeah.
you'll be ready.
Oh yeah. I might not be able to stay with those front guys, but I'll be able to do it at least. I couldn't believe the pace of the guys in the front.
Woo! It was just a pack of hills.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They would kill me.
They hardly noticed they were hills. They're riding so fast.
You guys are really cool.
I can't believe they can do that and go 100 miles too. It's one thing to do a short ride and attack the hill, but to do a long ride and do that, it's very depleting. You burn up a lot of carbs doing that. Not leaving much for later on.
I know you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, endurance has been my weak point up until now, but I'm hoping to work on that.
Yeah. You should, we got a century coming up in June, for this ride.
When was that?
Yeah, it's the third Saturday in June.
In June? Okay. This ride does it?
Anniversary century. We do it once a year.
Oh, okay. Where do you guys go?
We do, I call it the scenic route circle. So we do the regular ride, and then top of the mountain today, I make it right on mountain today. We circle up, circle up, do that area. It's really good.
I bet it is.
And then we have some little stop and circle up, and then we go to,
A lot of people show up for that, huh?
Usually have. Some people just do Sugarloaf, some do the whole century. I think we have 40.
That's a good sized group.
At Sugarloaf, I think about 2 dozen did the whole century.
Yeah.
We have a stop at Dickerson. We have another supported stop at Cemetery.
That sounds a lot of fun, eh? Definitely show up for that.
Beautiful ride.
Yeah, these longer rides are a lot of fun, you know?
I made the ride, and after a couple of years, 3 years, I had it hung down to what it was doing. And I was pretty happy with it.
That sounds great. I think once you get used to these distances, it's a lot of fun. If you're not used to it, it's not so much. You know, you got aches in your knees and your butt.
Yeah.
But
You know,
once you get used to it, it's fine.
you know, when you get these 60s knocked out,
Yeah. Not a whole lot more to the, yeah.
then you throw in like another 20, you do sugar off, you're like, yeah, that's another 20.
Yeah.
You do that, and then you do the century.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was reading about how your body has 2 ways of producing energy. One of them is the carb burning cardiovascular, and the other one's the fat burning one. And if you can train your fat burning system to be the stronger one, you're burning fat. And you got a lot more fat than you have carbs at your disposal.
But it takes, so you're right, I think
You have to train it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you don't start burning fat until after 30 minutes.
Yeah.
40 minutes an hour.
Yeah. And you know, had the issue where my carb system was a lot stronger. I could go really fast, but after an hour I would just bonk. I'd be done. I forget, Adam, do you race? Do you race? No? Have you ever tried it?
Years and years ago, I used to actually race as a junior.
Oh, really?
But,
You've been biking a long time.
yeah, although between junior and maybe about 2 years ago, I didn't.
Yeah. Who got you into cycling when you were young?
How did I do it? Actually, I don't myself. For whatever reason, my parents never taught me how to ride a bike when I was like real little. So at 10, I wanted to learn. So then, you know, when I learned at 10, I just kept going, and you know, after just going around the block, I'm like, well, let me go for 10 miles, okay, 20 miles, okay, 40, you know.
Huh. Whenever I see a junior, I just kind of expect their parents to be the one putting them up to it.
Yeah. Mine really, I might be why I was never a superstar, but because I was just pushing myself. My dad was actually very cool about it. Like, he saw me doing it, so he started just working at the bike shop to learn stuff.
Oh, yeah?
It's kind of fun for him, too.
That's cool.
He tried riding, but it wasn't really for him.
Wasn't his thing, huh?
Yeah. I read somewhere that Greg LeMond's dad kind of picked it up because his son was doing it and raced in the freaking course, like, it was good enough just
Oh, wow. Like,
straight up genetics
were like...
to like train for a year and race.
Like, oh, you're right. We are good at this.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Boy, how weird would that be to be like fully grown, like maybe a 35 or whatever, and all of a sudden you find out you're really good at something. You have no idea. Oh, I'm really good at this. Okay.
Like the race, just pick it up and race with pros, and maybe the U.S. pros weren't as good as they were now, but still, leaps and bounds above this trip, maybe John. But
yeah. That's pretty funny. I'm surprised John's not more than a Cat 4, but he's taking a lot of time off, I think.
Yeah. And I know
We're ready, I guess.
Yeah.
I think he'll move up pretty quickly. I mean, I don't think he's much of a strategist. He's just more of a pure power guy. So if he kind of maybe sat in more in the races and stuff, sometimes guys who have a lot of power, who are Cat 5s and 4s, they work hard because they can, and it's not to their advantage to do that. They end up leading the pack around. Yeah, that's the other problem now. Not selfish enough. Oh man, every time we stop crap. I've been meaning to take this leaf out of my drill, and I keep forgetting to do it. Yeah. I don't think he's here though. He's here?
Yeah, I mean, he might already be taking it.
Are you sure you saw him? I did not see him today. What's that? Oh no, I'm talking about the other Big John. He has the neon and black. He has like a neon and black. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good. He's only 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was rising to the end. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's good at everything. Good climber. Surprising for how big he is.
guess I'm going to take this. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. It's amazing how in the winter
It's like, took a spill, huh? Oh, your jersey.
Oh, my wife did actually. It's hers.
Oh, okay. Did she get hurt?
Yeah, she did actually. Probably why she doesn't want to wear it. She doesn't ride much. But
did she break any bones?
I think
she
the
did.
optimal
I think she
temperature
broke her collarbone.
Was this recently?
No, it was back in the day.
First one, no humidity.
Like 15 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Take off.
Take a night shot.
So she never wanted to ride after that, huh?
No, she rode after that. She dropped out of med school to become a bike racer, which is ridiculous if you knew her. She was never going to make it.
No way. No.
But she had the accident and that ended that pretty much.
Oh, wow. Did you go back to med school?
Yeah.
That's good. Is she a doctor? Or?
You do 20 yards, 10 yards.
Nice. I'm working on becoming a nurse.
Think of yourself as a
Yeah.
cyclist.
Yeah, that's a great. What
I'm going to Montgomery College.
what do you want to do?
I don't know. There's so many different things. One idea is nurse anesthesiologist.
Okay, that's a great thing. Well, she
We'll
works
work
in
up to that.
ICU, and they have
A lot of the ones that kind of clad him.
and the nurses do most of the work, honestly.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'll
nurses
probably
actually get paid pretty well too.
I'll probably do ICU for.
I think you go through the rotations
Yeah.
and see what you like. Good for you. That's a great thing. Great career.
Probably you think so because you're.
What do you do?
I work in construction
You know what
estimator.
your state of mind was? So someone who's watching that doesn't know. they don't
My dad's in construction.
Yeah.
So the way you look
In California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys do residential or commercial?
We do mostly residential and then a little
The answers are
commercial.
good.
Do you guys do like high end? Like,
Yeah,
Excellent.
it's
That's,
mostly
that's the
like,
safest.
yeah,
construction.
especially in
It comes across in a coherent picture. There's a lot
It's
of
the only thing that's recession somewhat proof, you know?
some,
Yeah.
Somewhat,
There's no
yeah.
sense of, or less sense of.
Well, I think we're out of the recession.
Yeah.
These are my last interviews. You know,
What about your father? Does he do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before he had his own company and he just did whatever,
Yeah.
but the recession killed that.
It's hard.
Yeah, and then he joined a company that works on mansions in San Francisco, so he'll never go out of work, you know?
Yeah. Right.
People,
Every house in San Francisco is a couple million.
yeah, and if you can afford a mansion in San Francisco, the recession means nothing to you.
David Robinson did 6.5.
If anything, there's more work, so interest rates are down, you know?
Yeah.
I had 1 year in the division.
Yeah,
So,
my
you know,
bosses
it's a
are
lot.
in.
Before him Fleming lost,
They do
made
this
a
thing
career
called
of it.
Remodelers Event. It's just a group
But
of
it's
peers
not-
in different markets. They get together and share,
Innovation.
you know, best
someone needs to look at it
practices. And I
say,
think there's a
I wanna do
company out
something
there,
different,
you know,
change things up a bit.
who, you know, in, I don't know if it was in San Francisco, may have
When you
been
work on a country for a long time,
somewhere. Where's Silicon Valley? San Jose?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a little further away, right?
That's pretty close.
Pretty close, yeah, I think.
this stuff comes naturally in some ways.
But they have been doing well for a long time,
Very late.
even in the recession.
Yeah,
So you need to anticipate.
Although they did take a dip too.
yeah. I mean, I think depending on the recession, sometimes it hits wealthier people too, you know?
They're not as liquid or whatever. Or
Yeah.
everyone's
Like the dot-com bubble killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, I remember there was a
How come you didn't go to Sugar Bowl?
much older guy that I knew in San Francisco, and he was in his 70s, and he was wealthy before that,
Yeah.
and then he went back to like
Do
nothing.
you know what he did on
He
Tuesday?
lost everything.
Really?
Yes.
It was sad. He was a cranky guy.
Yeah.
He was
just had
cursing
lost.
me like hell.
I'm sure that's not an uncommon story.
No, I'm sure it's not.
So you think at the age of 70 you wouldn't
Yeah, have your
have
money.
some less
Well, you know,
risky investments.
I think the brokers were pushy back then. You know? Like back then, it was easy money. You know, the brokers were like, "You're missing out. You're missing out." It's hard not to get greedy.
We're not going up on that mountain, are we? And all I knew was they're going to be this mountain or a higher one. So I told him, I
Do
don't
you
know.
do
I
any
don't think
investing?
so. No, I'm not sure.
Do I do investing?
Yeah.
Turned out to be that wrong.
A little bit.
But you went up on the pool?
But
you went up your way.
Do you like more conservative, just 401k?
And,
Yeah, well,
but you
yeah,
can
I mean,
go all the
we
way
have-
to the platform.
You know, we have some stocks and bonds, but mostly, my wife and I have our 401ks. Have to figure out how
Okay,
to.
because we arrived at that point, and it's not like, it must be like
I have a lot
quarter
of
mile up
money.
there. It
All goes to my
was a
kids.
whole other
I bet.
massive-
A couple more years.
Are you married? Yeah.
Yeah. We're both actually doing the nursing thing.
Oh, cool.
So we'll be in school for 2 years, and then we might have kids after that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
definitely
it's
not
part of the
doing
way
it.
it's through. Yeah, that would be hard.
Yeah, and then we got
So
back
are
at
you,
like,
are you doing your practical? What do they call it? Were you in a
last
hospital yet?
I'm going to start the actual program in January.
And what hospital do they put you in?
It depends. A lot of people go to Holy Cross, but
Yeah,
there's like,
that's what my wife does.
oh, okay. You know, I talked to the human resources at that hospital. They were very unfriendly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know if that's what. Did she complain about the atmosphere there? I mean, the work environment.
No, she likes it.
She likes it.
It's a pretty friendly place from what I understand.
Okay, good. I got a really bad
You
impression
got a bad
from
vibe.
yeah, a couple of people in human resources.
Because, you know what? You're a big old help.
You know, Mario's score, when you talk to him, he looked like for a few minutes as if he had won a medal. And then something strange happened.
That's a fun place.
Does she like that better?
She did her fellowship at GW, and that is a fun-loving group of people.
Really? That's good to know. Maybe I'll sign up with them.
And, that's a real teaching hospital.
Yeah.
Holy Cross is less so, I think. But
They have a partnership with Montgomery College, so that's why a lot of people go there.
I mean, it may be further from you. I don't know what it is. But
Where is it actually located?
GW is it's near the school.
So, okay. Well, I like that area. It's really nice.
I mean, it's a great area.
I'm in downtown Silver Springs, so that wouldn't be unmanageable.
You can just hop on the metro.
Yeah.
Go to Crossing Bottom.
You said she works at ICU, right?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
My name is Michael.
Michael?
Michael Goffman. But her name is different. Her last name is Kyle.
Kyle?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder she wouldn't work there.
Yeah, Dr. Kyle.
What's your last name?
My name is Kyle.
Kyle? My name's Colin, by the way. Oh, nice. Someone actually told me about you because I told her I was going to the nursing program and I said your wife was a doctor. Yeah. I'm sure one time...
I've had a bunch of other nurses there. There was another guy on this ride that was kind of really good.
Oh, really?
And he had done some, he's not here today, but
Oh, I guess we get special treatment. Nice. We're special here.
Two-lane sprint.
Oh, is this the democracy?
Sorry?
Is it the democracy sprint up here? No. I have no idea what it is. Okay. Wow, look at that. A lot of events today. Look at that. this ride all the time, right? At some point, I'd like to get your phone number or your email or something. Sure. That would be great. Yeah, we're trying to meet some people because it'd be great to know if you people have experience and everything. He's really tall. Wow, that's a huge.
This guy has worked in a bunch of them.
Sometimes I think the worst thing it could ever be is inconvenient for someone else.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for comic people.
Oh, yeah.
All life is convenient. The money and lots of comfort.
Yeah. Yeah, now I have my bearing. Because, you know, 'cause we do this in the bicycle ride all the time.
Yep.
But, you know, it's amazing. My wife's from here, from Maryland, and so she always does all the direction stuff. I've learned nothing about this area. Like, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing.
No, I'm terrible on the bike. Like, I'll get on the ride and people are like, so where do you turn? And I'm like, I don't know.
I'm more of a visual guy, too. I recognize.
Oh, I look. I remember on this road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I didn't have my wife giving directions, I would have learned a lot better. But she just tells me where to go, and I just listen. That's it.
Yeah. I can rely on iPhone and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That probably keeps me going.
It does, because it's a safety net, you know? It's like if I'm ever love, I just pull my phone out, and there I'm saved. So... makes you wonder about the kids growing up, you know? They're not going to know where the hell they are in the world. They got a map in their pocket wherever they want. Your kids are really young, right?
Yeah, 3 and 5. So no iPhone yet.
Yeah, but soon.
Pretty soon, I bet.
There's a 5-year-old, a girl or a boy?
Oh, girl.
Yeah, she's going to want a phone.
Her 8-year-old big cousin has.
Yeah. Are they, do they give them like an iPad or something?
They don't have one, but my wife has a Kindle. The digital one.
Oh, okay.
So they play with that system.
Does that have games on it? Or?
Yeah, they're great learning games. I mean, it honestly is a good tool for education.
If you give them the right games. Yeah. Nice. You can feel my feet. Nice feature. left up here, right? At the shortcut though, right? Before democracy. All right, yeah. We'll go over those little rolling hills.
Yeah, we still
Yeah. Then we all take the shortcut, right?
yeah, this one everyone takes.
You want me to hold your ride for you?
Yeah.
It's okay, I got it. Alright, thank you.
What do you got in there?
Just some junk. Yeah, some leaves. Green light.
Right.